Hey, what's going on, people? It's TRB. It is 3 in the morning over here in Idaho Falls. I am finally getting unloaded. Want to send a message out to the trainers out there. Bust out my light package. Hold on, where's my light package at? There we go. I'll throw you right there. Didn't even help. Anyway, so to all the trainers out there, a lot of people learn off visual. A lot of people learn off reading a book. A lot of trainers have a lot of good information. With YouTube, you can make a variety of YouTube accounts, right? So if you wouldn't mind making a YouTube account, that way when you do get somebody on your truck, a lot of stuff that you try to explain, you can have a video for them to sit down and watch. So hours of service, pre-trip, how to dock certain procedures that you might have for a particular company. You don't even have to say the company name if you don't want, but I think that'd be a great way. Shout out to Junior Hernandez, Honduras. I always say Hernandez, Honduras. He does a lot of info videos like that, but that'd be a great experience. You don't necessarily have to put your face or your student face on there. It's just, it could just be neck down and your voice. That way, a lot of people that do come out here, they can have the most current and updated videos on how to do things, and that could just be one step ahead of the curve. So let's say you need to teach your student how to use the Qualcomm. You can even put the videos as unlisted. That way the public won't necessarily see it unless they're actually in your channel searching for particular videos. But if you could do like an hours of service, a pre-trip, what is steers, drives, tandems, how to slide the tandem, how to slide your fifth wheel. For editing, when I do want to edit, I use an application called KindMaster. It's free. It'll have the watermark, but if not, if you want to pay the $4.99, if you're doing YouTube, the $4.99, it's a write-off because it's something for your YouTube business or whatnot. So that'll be a little extra tax write-off for you, as well as making it easier for your students to understand what it is that you're trying to get across. Like I said in the previous video a while back, I did an hours of service video just to do it. And that video is being watched at certain driving schools, right? So if you can do a professional version of that, meaning no cussing, and give all the proper information, explain 8-2 split, explain hours of service, 14-11, 30-minute break, and different things like that. That'll just be a great asset in your repertoire as far as being a trainer. When I was thinking about doing training, that's one of the reasons why I was doing certain videos is, hey, I want to teach you how to operate a reefer. This is what you do. When I did a reefer video, you know, I wanted to show hours of service. So I did an hours of service video. I want to, you know, have a video on how to slide the fifth wheel. Not only that, anytime your students leave your truck and they might have forgot, you know, whatever procedure or how to do something, well, guess what? They can always revert back to that video. So that way you can have a clear, concise way of getting this message out to your students, and they always have something to fall back on. Not only that, if they don't do a video themselves, they can always revert back to your video. And that way it'll be a lot easier for a lot of people to learn hours of service and different things like that. It'd be great to get a variety of trainers to do that from a lot of different ethnic groups, because some people might not want to listen to a good-looking big black guy like myself. Some people might want to listen to a white guy. You know, they don't want to listen to a black guy with a fitted hat and all this red on. You know what I'm saying? They might want to listen to somebody with a flannel shirt and cowboy boots. They might want to listen to somebody clean cut with glasses. They might want to listen to somebody professional, or they just might want to listen to somebody whose voice is familiar to them. They might want to listen to the way that you explain things instead of the way this person explained things. There's usually somebody in my comments say, why don't you speak English? So they might want to listen to somebody that speaks Spanish. They might want to Mandarin. How, I don't know, I was going to say, listen to somebody with speak it in a different tongue instead of speaking in the urban Ebonic way that I choose to express myself in the land of the free. Some people might not want to listen to me because I got stickers on my hat. It's my hat, land of the free, and I bought it legally. So, but not only that, they might need information on, for instance, things that you think people should already know, like how to put fuel in the truck. A lot of drivers are going to be like, well, that should be common sense, or you should already know, or your trainer should teach you. But then you got a situation like Guilty 718 where he put the diesel in the DEF, or the DEF in the diesel, because he didn't know. But if there was a video out there, regardless of how mundane it might seem, that information need to get out there, right? So, and if you're a trainer, you can definitely put that on there. So you can have, let's say if you already do YouTube, you can have your main channel, TRB, and then I can have a second channel where it's training with TRB. And this is where I will put all the training videos and things that at the current needs to be put out there. So if I was training, one of the requirements, hey, you got to sit over there and put these earphones on. Probably not while we're moving or whatever legal procedure that you have, but that way, all right, this is what I want you to do. We're going to go over, I want you to watch this 15-minute video of hours of service, 30-minute video for hours of service. And then while we're doing it, we can discuss what it is that you don't know. Any questions you have, you can ask me at any time. You can revert back to this. And then not only that, you can do an updated version to where there was questions that you didn't know students needed to know. Because everybody asks something different. Everybody pick up things a little bit different. And then you can make an updated version. So there'll be hours of service. And then after your second or third student or something like that, it'll be hours of service updated. Or hours of service Q&A with the last X amount of students that you have. And then you can just start knocking those questions out. And that way they can sit over there and watch those videos. It's just a thought. And then for people that's out there, I mean, if you feel like you got information that you can give and make it in a playlist, like how to become an owner op. Step 1, then the next video. Step 2, step 3, step 4, and this is how you did it. And that'll be great information. Pro tips for training, different things like that. Because there's some people out there that can, for instance, what's big homie over at Prime with the beard? Alan, I want to say his name is. Alan was working with a girl by the name of Ikea. Well, Ikea was out with a trainer, didn't get the information she needed. He worked with her for 4 days. All of a sudden, she over there passing the test, and she's a driver now. Thanks because he explained things better. Now, some trainers don't want to do that, and I totally understand because the way that they talk to people might not be professional, right? They might talk to you like you're a human instead of an employee or something like that. So, but I totally get that. But if some of you trainers out there can make that happen, that'd be greatly appreciated. Like I said, it's easy to create a second channel on YouTube. It's very easy. And so you can have your main channel where you're talking smack and different things like that. But your student can only be aware of your training channel. Your company will only be aware of your training channel. And that way you can give out that good information. To make the information universal, you just leave the company name out of it. But if you want to put the company name in there, because they might have procedures that other people don't have, like securement for Prime might be different for securement for Swift, or it might be different for securement for Maverick or Melton or TMC. So how would you train somebody on how to do that? Now, as a side note, any equipment that you get for YouTube, doing YouTube, is a tax write-off. In my mind. I don't know for sure. But in my mind, if you get like a GoPro that you can put right here, but you're going to need a strap and a microphone, that's a tax write-off because you're using it as business equipment for your YouTube. Because when you start doing YouTube, you eventually will get monetized and you'll make money from it. and you can use that stuff as a tax write-off against your 1099 from Google. I think that'll be a great way to, you know, knock out a lot of the questions that a lot of people give. When it comes to, like, for instance, like me doing YouTube, and I give out tidbits here and there. But for somebody that's just coming in, they will have to go back to my older videos. And my older videos is what, like a year and a half, close to 2 years old. So the information might not be relevant. Sorry, I just thought about what somebody did to make their videos current. Anyway, yeah. So this is a message to the trainers. If you don't mind, you can also check with your company and see what kind of guidelines they have. I'm pretty sure like people at Prime wouldn't have a problem with you advertising for them as long as you keep it professional, I'm assuming. The people for Swift probably won't have a problem advertising as long as you keep it professional. And all these other companies, starter companies. Air brake tests. You know? Proper pre-trip. Because honestly, a lot of people probably like me. I can still do a pre-trip, but it ain't nothing broken, bubble, or cut. Nothing broke, loose, or missing. All in good condition. A lot of people don't do the whole pre-trip after they've been driving for about a good year. They still do a pre-trip. It just ain't as in detail. How to hook a truck to a trailer. You know, I was in a certain location. The guy couldn't get the truck lined up with a kingpin. Well, I told him, hey, when you're backing up, look out the driver's side of your window, and as long as your drives are lined up, the outside of your drives are lined up with the edge of your trailer on your driver's side, you'll hit the kingpin every time, right? Well, if there was a video that was just specifically on that, then you'll be good to go. And then you can give little tidbits like, you know, every truck is different. So what you want to do is you want to make sure to listen when you're backing up under that. So while you're looking in your mirror and you're backing up under the trailer, as long as you line your drives up with the trailer, you're going to hear certain types of clicks. Like me, there's a click, and then there's a click with a thump at the end. And that's how I know that I'm locked onto the kingpin. And then you can go ahead and get up under the trailer and verify. Like, this is how you can verify. Like, I will verify, make sure I don't have a gap under the between the kingpin and the trailer. Make sure that my kingpin pulley, or the arm that you pull to release the kingpin, make sure that is all the way in. You can also get under the trailer and make sure that the jaws is locked around the kingpin. Also, when you hook your lines up, make sure you have your lights and your four-ways on. That way you can walk around and do a basic pre-trip on your trailer. When you get back in your truck, do a tug test. Tug test to make sure that you're not that you're properly secured with the kingpin. When you're new, what you want to do is you might not want to lift the landing gear all the way up because you want to be cautious. So if you don't think that you're all the way secure, get back in your truck, do a tug test. If you do a tug test and you're not secure and the trailer falls off, it's not going to fall all the way off. It'll fall just a little bit, but it still land on the landing gear because you didn't let it all the way up. Just little things like that. And then once they get familiar and comfortable, they end up rolling it all the way up or whatever. You get what I'm saying? You know, so this is a message to the trainers out there. If you're a driver and you're training and this is something that sounds cool, I mean, great. You know, who couldn't use that basic information? You know, we've been out here for a while, so, you know, the others are like, that's common sense, blah, 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 blah. It's not common sense because in order for you to have common sense, somebody got to give you common sense. You know, and that's the great thing about having something like YouTube out here. Anyway, look, it's TRB. I didn't mean for this video to go 15 minutes. But, yeah. So shout out to all the trainers that's out there actually training. You know, students and people out there, don't complain about the trainer getting all the money while you're out there learning your stuff. I mean, you don't complain about your teacher getting paid when you're in school. You go to college, you don't complain about your teacher getting paid in college. You know, you are learning a skill, and if your training is good enough, you'll get those skills in hopefully 4 weeks, 6 weeks or less for particular companies. All right, look, it's TRB. I thank y'all for stopping by. If you want, like, share this video. You know, if you're with a particular company or whatever, share it there so the trainers can take a look at the video and get understanding. I mean, you can't go wrong by putting that information out there. You know? Hey, as always, thank you for stopping by. Y'all be easy.